I would appear to be live. I think I'm live. Let me check. Anyone in chat? No one in chat. Yep, I think that's fine. Oh no, we would appear to have a few people in chat actually, if this viewer count is correct. Let me give a preemptive hello to Electrical Skateboard, Good Round Boy, and Place of Old. It is Monday, which is to say, SciFiAIguy, Monday night stream. Usual bullshit. I look at sci-fi games, I assess them from an AI perspective, attempting to be as academic as possible, while also just swearing a bunch of video games, because of that potty mouth. Oh, skateboard's a bot? Okay, cool. Well, I said hello to a bot, that's fine. That's apropos. I think that's apropos. I am very tired. I didn't have the go out and party weekend. I had the stay home weekend, and I just sort of, I took it to a, yeah, I stayed up way too late last night. Way too late. But I napped a bunch today, and today was already, you know, it was a day that I was sort of half putting in the bin regardless. Because I'm actually on top of stuff. I'm actually doing okay on the study front. So I was willing to sacrifice academic time for social time. And there's one occasion, which is to say I've done it a bunch. It was good. It was good. But it does mean that it's a nice chilled stream tonight. Let's not go wild. Let's just deep breaths. See what happens. Just everybody chill. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. We'll wait a couple more minutes, because I was a couple minutes late. See if anybody else rolls in. Whew. Have a sip of beverage. I'm definitely dehydrated, or at the very least, I crave moisture. So we weren't live last week because I had the WIP conference, which was great. Fantastic fun. The organisers did a bang-up job. It was really cool. And I presented my paper on day one, and it went down pretty well. I tried to say too much in a very brief window of time, so I had a 15-minute slot, and this is a sort of preparatory draft for the 20-minute version of this paper I intend to give in Canada. And I thought I had scoped it efficiently and accurately for 15 minutes, but I don't think that was... I went too far. I went too far and I said too much. What I did say, people seemed to like once it had been unpacked in the Q&A. And I think that was the problem, is that I didn't unpack ideas enough. But otherwise it went well. I feel good about it. So the week before that, we were playing this game, and I remember going to a TV studio. I remember a very surly producer, and I remember a supposedly cagey, handsome presenter who we're now trying to dig dirt up on in the Hassie Cafe downtown. So let's do that. Let's just barrel in and do that. Yep, let's do it. Let's load, let's play, let's bash through. I did commit as well last week to selecting less things for humour and just going straight for the meat of puzzles, because this game is not the traditional adventure game in the sense that I need to be pixel hunting / you know, interrogating a lot of potential options. I feel like I've hit my cap on jokes around spoiled milk. So it might just be that I carry the spoiled milk throughout the entire game and never find out the strange corner case. And I think I would prefer that to burning a lot of my valuable time checking out every single option and every single thing. Because the writing has been charming, but now that I've gotten the tone, I don't think I need any more. I'm good. Let us load. Saves, that's it. That's what I want. That's what I want. Alright, so... Nope. Really? We're gonna... Okay. Yep. Cassette. K-Cob or Z. Zin, who died. Non-spoil. Yes, this was me not using spoiled milk. Dirt hunt. Okay, yeah, we're up to dirt hunt. We're hunting for dirt. That's right, we got given some dirt, but it was a really, really shitty thing to do. ID card, super spoiled milk, headphones, a gun, business card, a brochure for the Human Revolution, and a brick. I didn't get an item. What was it? Yeah, that's right. It was a recorded conversation that could be chopped up into something incriminating. I would be shocked if that's the only option. It was from, yeah, Keith. Let's chat to Keith and see what Keith says.
Hey, pal. Building up on Hassie?
Nope. Okay, just reminds me that Hassie is a thing. All right, let's talk to this customer.
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
I heard Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
Because you saw him kick a dog? What's your issue with it?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens.
That is a Penny Arcade reference.
Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched.
Okay.
I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
Okay. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe this is what Keith did as well, is gave stuff to Turing to ingest and turn into, you know, dirt. Alright. Let's chat to Ramona. Ramona Flowers.
Well, if it isn't the luckiest jerk I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We trashed the weather, Rob.
I had to schedule a specialist to come fix my ROM, and you better hope they can. Oh well. All's well that ends well. I underestimated how much people would appreciate an early Christmas.
Wow. Okay, so I got away with it?
Anyway.
Holy shit.
What can I do for you?
10 on a dime, why don't you? Okay. Hoping you had some time to talk.
I still have a little bit before closing, and I can use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off.
Alright.
What do you want to know?
About what's his face? So didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place? Can you tell me about VR technology? What's the VR drama about? And goodbye. So let's go with the top
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect. And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to his rave at some pole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Okay, I think that noise is,
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses. But it was a lot of fun. If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
Alright, so we have three things. Dirty dancing, flipped off a box of kittens, and falsifying a statement. So I think one of the first two. I think the stuff we got from Keith is unusable.
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input.
Okay.
It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The direct network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. And
So we're talking some Matrix level tech.
Your primary motor cortex. You don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around.
Yeah, in the same way that in a dream, you know, I've had more than a few dreams where I was trying to run away from somebody and couldn't because my legs were sluggish, and I think it was because I was tangled in the, you know, in the bed sheets. So, yeah.
But some people are still scared off by it.
Why is that?
Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers.
Right.
It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring.
Oh, is all of this a hallucination?
It's a trip,
maybe?
I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia, watching the world melt. Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know.
I mean, this is, you know, it falls under the same camp as the stuff I was talking about in my whip paper, which is to say I was forced to watch the movie Transcendence because I've included it in my abstract in a sort of flippant offhand way. I mentioned Transcendence and I mentioned Soma because I wanted two contemporary texts that represent first-generation cognitive science more than they represent second-generation cognitive science. And Transcendence really, you know, has a lot in common with what's being said here, / what's said in the Matrix, right? Like, if you just plug enough shit into the brain, you can interrupt the connection between brain and body such that you can interpose something else in there, and then people experience a different reality, right? Like, that's the fantasy, that's the dream there. I could rant forever about the various ups and downs of that, or, you know, from a second generation perspective, it's just poppycock, but, or at least it seems to be poppycock from my perspective at the moment. But I'm tired, and I feel like I've banged on about embodiment a whole bunch, and I'm more keen to get to more content. So let's do that. Let's do that.
Oh, it's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino. Yukino at the Gates to the Deep.
I already regret
you play
asking.
the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean.
Well, okay, Elder Gods.
It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos. All with a pseudo-military theme. In the newest episode, Yukino has to face off against the Yit as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past.
Sure. How does a VR drama work? Is it like a video game?
Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right? Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character.
Okay, so they're passive.
There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world.
Oh, I see. So you have
It's
agency.
a bit
but
like being in
constrained.
improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over.
Oh, wow.
Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting. It requires you
Very
to
Westworld.
really get inside the head of another person.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, that does
It's
sound
the
cool,
best.
actually.
Super awesome. If you need any other suggestions, just let me know.
I
I've
won't.
played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like. Maybe a detective drama.
Oh, yeah, I'm a detective. Nominally. Anyway. Thank you for your time.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
Evidence added to items. Alright, this should be enough to get his attention. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This
Yeah.
should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up.
Yeah, I feel pretty
Let us
shitty about
present
this
our
as well.
story to him immediately. Hopefully
there a way
our
out of
delay
this?
has not put him in physical danger.
And we're trying to save his life, but... Oh, Combi2K, hello, and asking if I've used the milk yet. I have not. I'm actually trawling through less items now. I'm not going to check every single item for, you know, for touching, for using items on, for talking to, etc. Which means I'm testing the milk on less stuff because it's just getting tiresome. Most of the time it doesn't actually do anything and it gives me a joke that is sometimes good and sometimes just, you know, more of the same. Oh, Crafted Evie is referencing the sunk cost fallacy. Love it. Love it. Menu, that's what I wanted. No, I wanted map. God damn it. Leave, that's the one. Give me that map. Alright, back to TMI.
Hey, you two!
Oh!
I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
Okay. I've got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful. But let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Has Charlie been having partying problems? Not much of an animal lover. I bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pep talk. I'm going to start with the animal one, because that seems the most innocuous, and if we can win with that, I'll feel good.
Hey, that's completely out of context. And I love Captain Snuggles. Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
I actually believe it.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why?
Because it was in a penny arcade comic.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Okay, partying problems.
So what? I like to show people a good time.
God damn it, game.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
Yeah, I'm being backed into a corner here. Alright, fine.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Really? So I just badger them with shady moral bullshit until they go, oh, I'm sick of you doing that, so please just have the thing that you're wheedling me for. That's
Tell them
terrible
whatever
writing.
you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
Fucking
You didn't have
take
to
it from
do
me.
all of this.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I would have helped if you had just asked. But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories, stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever, it started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Ah. Oh.
The technically legal kind. Look, I
I like
to have a good
that
time
flash
at
wink
home,
in the
right?
middle of a sad grin.
But Sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot. Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day. So I went to this guy I know, good guy, everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
I'm guessing crash is just booze.
He does great work after just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects.
I'm sure you can, buddy. You just type the abstract representation for drugs into your magic phone.
It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here. So if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him.
Yep, that's exactly what we'll do.
If he'll even see you, that is.
CombiTK saying none your business. That's great. That's great, man. And Clara says hi. Hello, Clara. Hello. Hello. Railroad City, here we come. Yeah, you said it, Crafty. You said it. Thanks for the help,
It
I guess.
took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right? Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere. Give it the old Charlie Nova bump.
Oh, will you piss off already?
Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow, I really have to get back to work.
Silliness that the game just sort of generated out of nowhere.
Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
And we're done. Wow. So I'm okay with games introducing friction, but it shouldn't just be a straight shot in this sort of scenario. There should be goals that I need to achieve, particulate goals. I need to sort of work my way along a, an itinerary, and some of it should be difficult and some of it should involve like corralling together one thing so that you can do another thing, etc., right? Like it's fairly standard adventure game, RPG, there's plenty of games that do it. But that one, plot-wise, was such a hash. I did not like it. I did not like that bit. Alright, so let's go to Nonya's.
This looks like the spot. I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. Let's hurry and get out of here.
We did watch somebody die today. It's pretty grim. Alright, I will look at stuff. Thick grate covers the window, making it look like the outside of a prison cell. It is too high up in the building to see anything but a few shelves. Okay. The lights on the ceiling give off a creepy dim glow. Yep. Air conditioner. An industrial-sized air conditioner rattles near the window. A few strips of paper flap around its vents. The outer box is shaking a little from the rumbling. Must be set on high. Okay, noted. Big strip of pipe connects the AC unit to its plumbing. The speed of the air passing through makes it look like it's doing the aluminium two-step. Yep, alright. Junks!
This is genius. The contrast of the art's colors to the walls. The way the letters stretch out. Not to mention the accented punctuation amplifying the outcry. Who are the junks, and to whom are they unworthy?
Super keen, huh?
It truly invokes the question, are we not all just machines? I mean, for you it does, presumably.
Well, I mean, not anymore. In this narrative, yeah, I'm sure I'm meant to question, when does a person become a machine? Thankfully, I don't have that problem here in real life so much. Because it depends on how much you're stretching the definition of machine, how much you're pushing that metaphor, until it breaks. The only question it makes you ask is, where's the nearest laser razor? Alright, box of donuts. A box of stale-looking donuts sits on the ground. Can I have them? Take old donuts.
Wait, those are... sure, why not? We're already carrying spoiled milk.
Yes! Hey! Another item. Alright, wrestler, business door, garage door, gated door, wrestler, tough boy, and another window. All right, let's anything. Oh, trash. I love trash. Rubbish. Rubbish and trash. A mess of wet paper and rotten food sits sloppily stuck to the ground. What was once perhaps meat is now pulpy brown paste. It's exceedingly unappetizing. What about this one? Bunches of crushed plastic have conjoined with miscellaneous rubbish down near the gutter. It looks like a sad recyclable tumbleweed. Bunches of crushed plastic. Yep. All right. What's this? Tough boy. Tough boy is scribbled shoddily on the building in spray paint. It's not very illustrative. Isn't there a phrase people say when they see this?
Omae wa mo shinderu.
What? That's the one? That is a reference I don't get. It is too high up on the building to see anything but a few shelves. The lights on the ceiling give off a creepy... Okay, so this is the same as those other ones. Gated door. What's up with you? A heavy-duty security door stands firmly shut. It looks remarkably thick, even from far away. Heavy-duty... Yep. I wonder to what extent this art is done beforehand and then this stuff is written in later, or whether this stuff is written and then art is drawn around that, or whether maybe it's a combination of the two. A dialogue betwixt. A metal garage door guards the side entrance. Its lock and handle have rusted slightly. Okay.
I think this is the place, but of course it lacks any appropriate signage.
Then why do we...
Frankly, the state of this industry and the current political climate don't give me much hope for my own legal status. When the word inevitably gets out about me. Regulation regarding cybernetic implants is a mess of intersection between medical and tech industries.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no
rather
doubt.
surprised the Human Protection Act was even passed, but I suppose the possibility of hybrid genetics being passed on to offspring meant there was a considerable push from biotech companies due to patent law, and the laws about cybernetics got tacked on. Never mind. I'm just ranting.
Yeah.
This entire investigation has been frustrating.
Just info dumping the
Let's
exposition
get
of the
in
world.
there and get this over with.
I mean, they have thought about this stuff a lot. They've put a lot of thought in, but a defiant young wrestler is leaning up against the brick wall. She looks rebellious, but she doesn't appear to have any cause. Oh no, wait, she does. It says so on the mesh. Okay. Nope, talk. Talk to.
Howdy! You can call me Cactus Canary!
Alright. I will.
Our aerodynamic assault will rain down on you from the heavenly skies!
Will it? Why?
One day, I'll conquer everyone else in the Neo-SF Wrestling Federation and become the NSFW World Heavyweight Championship!
Okay.
Champion. I meant champion. Until then, I'm a Violet Wing for life! Yeah!
Alright. Just keen on wrestling.
Yeah!
Is this endless?
Yeah!
Okay, it's probably looping now. What about you? This wrestler is the powerhouse in the Neo-SF Wrestling Federation's hot new stable, the Violent Wings. According to the mesh, they're a group of highly ranked wrestlers who form up some sort of battalion. The rest of the group includes Cactus Canary over there, plus Iron Kate, the Baroness, and Nadezda? Nadezda. That flag must be fun to carry to the ring. Yeah, probably. This wrestler is the... Yeah, cool. Alright. Communicate.
Hey there. I go by Night Witch.
Alright.
My name has some pretty cool history behind it. We're some badass ladies who'll bomb hellfire on anyone. You should come to our New Year's show, NSFW New Year's Smash! There's nothing better than seeing one of our patented bombs away finishers in person.
I've stopped giving a shit. I'm gonna go in here.
Hold up there, Speedy.
Nope. I got held up.
I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody.
Well, clearly not, because you don't know us.
Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
Is it gonna be a wrestling minigame?
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends.
I don't buy it. For what price?
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bot buddy here, I see. No, I like you two. You're cool in my book.
How?
And
Why?
since we're all such good friends now,
I see.
maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal Formula first.
What kind of favor?
I'm a budding street musician.
How many fucking Wampa dicks do you want me to
Working
collect?
on my next big hit. Feel me? But I'm sort of stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right.
Really?
Maybe you could share a little of your
I have to-
creativity with me.
This
to
is the
see
problem I have
what
to
we
solve.
come up with.
What a strange game.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah, let's
Are
get it
you
over with.
Sure about this?
Oh, God no, but I haven't been sure about many of the
You know
puzzles
how
I've been
important this has become.
faced with solving.
Time is of the essence.
You don't have time to not help me.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't. Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out.
Oh, but
People
not my
like you
day.
don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
This isn't good.
And that's a really great way to press gang somebody, but this is
If
all just in the
Lexington
service of writing
particular
lyrics.
gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect. This whole case is life or death.
Oh my god, it's so overwritten.
Kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it? But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here.
Yep, let's
I knew
do it.
you'd see it my way.
Oh, I had to.
All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig?
I
A
dig.
couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration. It's
Well,
gonna be
inspiration is
super
keyworded.
creative. Anyway, you ready for this?
Let's do the thing.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear.
Do I have to collect inspiration?
Here's the
Is this
first
the...
line I'm having trouble with. You
that the-
ready? It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
Holiday cheer, clearly.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer. Hey, yeah, that totally works. Great idea. Thanks a ton. Here's the next line.
This is so weird.
Ready?
This
Pay
is the weirdest
attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together. If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Okay, so something to do with mistletoe. Stale donuts.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my scones. That doesn't rhyme, and why would I give him scones? I love my scones.
Alright, they got me.
Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Yeah, fucking spoiled us
Haven't you
milk.
ever rapped before?
No!
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my milk. That doesn't rhyme. Oh man, you totally... I'm gonna keep thinking.
Do you even...
Clearly not. Okay, so... Oh, it's ID card, isn't it? Or business card. I've already been cornered and threatened. I feel more comfortable with my ID card than the... I mean, I've shown my ID card a bunch. I don't care. I don't care. Let's do the ID card. Which sucks because it's literally the first item in my inventory.
But if you want my number, I'll let you scan my ID card. Hey, that totally works. Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
A Christmas-themed love song? Aren't those supposed to be pretty tacky?
All right, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one. This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready? Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of, damn it.
Yeah, it's gonna be scones.
This is getting embarrassing.
It's gonna be them scones.
There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now.
Oh,
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We
headphones.
can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
Nope, that works.
He does know those are donuts, right?
Now that's what I call a tasty beat.
Okay, that worked.
That
Awesome.
was amazing. I can't believe you pulled it off.
I can't believe it was offered to me as a puzzle
It
solution.
doesn't matter. You should become a musician. We totally become rivals, and I bet you that... On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me? But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the scones.
My scones? Oh!
It was nice meeting you, Moolah.
Hey, you too, little Bob Blue.
I mean, it had to be items that I guaranteed had, so I've always got my ID card and donuts are literally on this screen. So, in terms of safe design, I can see why it wasn't any of the other stuff. The idea that I would have to pixel hunt, go back to my place, happen to find the milk in the fridge, that would be ridiculous. It's true. So, I get why they did it that way. It makes sense, and it does suit the sort of the soft nature of this game.
Let's go.
Yes, let's. Okay, so wires, panel, operating room, operation sign, add screen, go left, operation sign, round screen, somebody, CRT monitor, leave crash, okay. Well, because we came in here first, let's go through. Lung augment, spine augment, cybernetic arms, all made by the Dynamo brand. Not exactly prime advertising real estate, but for implants you can't get much better. It's not very effective at explaining what the augments actually do. That's a good point. Operating room. The thick, slightly opaque window makes it hard to see the finer details of the operating room, but you can still make out the basics. Tables, stretchers, complex-looking surgical equipment, and supply cabinets. This time I actually can. I can look in there and see some shit. With all of the mechanized stuff lying about, it looks like a cross between an ER and a mechanic's garage. Creepy. Getting implants installed doesn't seem like a very fun time. Well, no, that's not what they're there for. A small panel in the wall belches out many loose stray wires. Maybe they're for powering the surgery equipment? The screws in the corners of the casing look frayed. Whoever maintains it clearly doesn't really know how to use a screwdriver. Is that a plot point, or is that just description? I don't have a screwdriver myself. A colossal mess of tangled wires sprawls on the floor. With the proper head tilt and eye squint, it kind of looks like the Muni map. Without those indecipherable new BART stains, of course. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Okay, no. Neither of those is screwdriver enough. Operation sign. It says surgery in progress. Only in room 3 though, apparently. Do all of these doors lead to operating rooms? It's a lot of operating rooms. I mean, you would know, game. You would know more than I. Operation sign. Round screen. A large circular screen scrolls through upgrade options and parts available in the store. If this is an eye implant, why does the screen keep pointing to the neck and armpit? I don't know. It's very weird. Ad screen. Yep, okay, same ads. That's leave crash. That's desk. Let's look at desk. This white desk has seen better days, truly. Better decades, really. So has most of this shop, honestly. CRT monitor. What is this?
This is known as a CRT monitor. Almost nobody still uses them anymore. They're very outdated.
Legit. Nonya has rigged himself a specialized point-of-sale system on this monitor. There are a few empty cells on the screen, above a tax calculator and total line. Yeah, it is a little surprising to see taxes factored into purchases made at a place like this. Alright. This guy is one of the most serious-looking people you've ever seen. Ooh, looks pretty serious. Let's chat.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop.
We just met Formula or Charlie Nova. I'm gonna go with the Charlie Nova option.
Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot. Yeah. Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you?
That gating system of, I can't vouch for you, can you tell me a name that I might know, is ridiculous, because Charlie Nova hasn't vouched for me. I just said that I know Charlie Nova. I could have known him after murdering him. Charlie said your name is Nonya.
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want.
Okay, one of those.
Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade? I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
We don't need surgery. We're here on a different kind of... I mean, I would just want to say both.
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online.
This is so tangential, this whole thing.
Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
you know anything about that? What kind of parts did you use for Charlie exactly? And have you had issues with the human revolution? Hopefully we can go through all three.
What are you, cops? No, worse. You're journalists.
Yes.
Get the hell out of my shop!
Oh, shit.
I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before, find it again.
Wow, alright.
And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Wow.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meat bags.
You had to say
we could just
meat bags,
find
didn't
some
you?
bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands.
How would bribes or blackmails be out of our hands?
I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes.
Okay. How?
Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking.
Well, he's already kicked us out.
It'll only take a minute.
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I think we got off on the wrong foot. You might be on the right track with the cops idea. Listen, we don't think you had anything to do with manipulating Charlie's stories. Yeah.
I didn't.
We were just hoping to get some more background information on the kind of implant he has so we can follow other leads.
Shit. Fine, whatever. I'll tell you what you want, within reason. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that.
Well, this place is apparently legal, so...
Just promise me it'll get you the hell out of my shop a little sooner.
Deal. Sorry for this. Our circumstances have gotten serious. We're following anything we can all the way to the end.
There's no way to hack a VR implant like Charlie's. I mean, you can definitely install hostile firmware on one, but you can't just load whatever program you want without the user's knowledge. Any changes to the loaded firmware will trigger some really obvious visual indicators to let you know something's being changed, and those are put in on the hardware level. I've never heard of anyone being able to circumvent them. The only person who could have loaded hostile firmware on there is me. And don't try and go there. I get paid too much to risk my reputation over changing a few blog posts.
I don't get the connection. Is it meant to be that because someone can go in through the VR part of somebody's brain, they can make them write a different post to what they think they're writing? So you're writing one thing, or you feel like you're writing one thing, but you're actually writing another because of the sort of the VR insert? Because that is interesting.
What about
If that is
using
the
the
case.
mesh to mess with the implant? Is there some way to change the input remotely?
No, the implant itself doesn't have any kind of wireless connection. You have to use a headset with an induction coil for I/O. Wireless just doesn't have the bandwidth for it. You might be able to try infecting a ROM with some virus that screws with the I/O, but you only use a connection to a ROM for AR HUDs. They can't handle full simulation. You'd need a full rig and a hardline connection to the net to do that. So, I'd give it a big maybe. If that's actually how it all happened, they probably would have found whatever infected his ROM way before you showed up here to bother me.
Okay.
Could it have just been faulty parts? Not to be too blunt about it, but this field of expertise is a little disreputable. Maybe your supplier sent you an implant with something fishy preloaded.
Damn it. Look, I get it. I'm working out of an old auto garage on the bad side of town. But I'm a fully licensed cyber surgery tech. This entire business is legitimate.
Oh, Crafty's saying this guy's using too many abbreviations. I'm zoning out of his plot dump. I'm zoning out super hard. I have no fucking clue why we're on this plot thread. I don't remember what any of this has to do with Hayden. I think it's just some tenuous bullshit that we were... It feels like fluff. It feels like they had too many ideas for the plot and too many ways to flesh out their world, and they wanted the player to go through all of it, but not all of it is relevant.
It isn't
not all of it
illegal
feels
to
relevant
install
to me.
custom parts or firmware in any current generation implants. It just breaks the warranty. My business keeps a low profile, so we don't run into bogus patent infringement lawsuits from Flower Cybernetics or whatever shell company they decide to come after you with. All of my parts are sourced direct from the original manufacturer, completely above board. So if they're bad, they were built bad by the factory. Now, is that all? I have appointments to keep.
Thanks for your time.
Whatever.
I don't know why I was keeping him busy for a minute. I don't know what's going on.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do. We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference. Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
Yeah, I'm not getting your point at all.
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
Oh, you can read monitors without actually seeing them?
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have. And the fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out, Shotaro Otsuka.
Okay. Yeah, what's the relevance?
Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention though because historically he has been very critical of parallax in his posts. Recently though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely.
Alright, yeah, lead the way then.
I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map.
Of course you have.
After you.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, gonna stretch. Oh, gonna save. I'm gonna think hard about whether I can be bothered playing this for another hour tonight. I want to push on so that another chunk of the game has been cleaved away, but I'm also hesitant to push on because, dear God, it's just a slog. This whole plot line is so dry, and I don't know why I should care. I've completely lost the thread of why I should care about this. I don't know why it matters. Dirt hunt, alright. I think it was spelt, I think the name. That's right. I think that's right. Well, look, we'll go there, we'll see what happens, we'll... Oh, give it a look. I mean, even if we plug in another half hour, it might be worth it. Let's see what happens. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll all pay off and suddenly I'll find out why this matters at all. They have filled out this map, I have to say. They have gone hard on providing tons of locations. Way more than I thought I was going to get. Ooh, slightly nicer building.
Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood. Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should just ring the bell? We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
Alright, let's look at some stuff. Palm tree, look.
Did you know that palm trees used to be much more common? Almost a city staple?
Nope, I didn't know that. Cat. A moderately large tabby cat basks in its own self-satisfaction. Yes, seems very satisfied about being a cat. Well, it's
I'm
very
actually
satisfying.
quite a fan of cats. They provided consistent entertainment online for me when all I had to do was sit around and search the mesh all day. Less complicated to figure out than humans are, too.
And it just loops. Yeah, that's interesting. The idea that that Turing would sit around and watch cat videos before being unleashed upon the world. It's that... It ties into that trope of, you know, the possibility that an AI could learn about the world through... Not through existing in it and interacting with it, but through abstract information about it, which includes cat videos. It's the door to Shotaro's apartment building. All you can see inside is a staircase. The spiderweb gate design manages to fit in with the building's regal aesthetic. Doorbell. The building's buzzer is just a layout of big buttons on a panel. Nothing too fancy.
Shotaro's apartment is number 5.
There's a window. A gorgeous picture window. Ooh, with engraving and crown moulding. The blinds are down so you can't see in, but the window itself is the real view. And it loops. A fire escape. Looks like the building's fire escape. They call this the working person's balcony. The ladder is raised up right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring that down, I guess, maybe. Alright, let's chat to person. Newsroom employee. They're holding a colourful umbrella. Wish you had thought ahead like that. Luckily, Turing isn't affected by rain. Oh, that is actually good.
Hey, didn't I see you earlier at TMI?
I guess so.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sky.
Sky, let's chat.
My gym's closed this week for the holidays. Gonna see some family tomorrow.
Okay.
Why do autocabs take so long to get out to this part of the city? Don't they know people have places to go?
So you're just flavor. You're just someone to banter
I'm gonna
with.
see if the gym in Burbank is still open. You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that. My gym's closed this week for the holidays.
All right. Let's touch a doorbell.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
That's encouraging.
It is.
That was odd.
What was odd?
Maybe try the bell again.
Why was that odd? What was odd?
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour.
Yep.
Sorry for the wait.
Again?
What is taking so long?
What? Once more?
All right, 3rd time's the charm, right? Once more, with feeling.
If this is the puzzle, just do it thrice.
Greetings, guests. Shotaro was not expecting any company. Sorry for the wait.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done. Thank Hayden
Because
for
I'm a
system
machine.
redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves. Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the 2nd floor.
Mm-hmm.
The fire escape should give us access to his window.
It's not fucking
We
creepy
just
at all.
need something to let us reach it.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use.
Okay.
Oh, that's how these things always work.
Can I take the cat? Oh, pet cat. Yeah. Little cat bumps his forehead against your knee and starts kneading its paws against the ground. Against wet concrete. Man, that cat needs better surrounds. Alright, let's check the inventory. What do we got? A brick!
That isn't entirely a bad idea, but it's not exactly the most elegant method. Don't you think an investigative journalist like you can avoid heedless, brutish flap and find another way?
Okay, let's keep looking. Oh, because I would break the glass? Is that it? The gate is locked. You have to be buzzed in by a resident to get in. ID card? Bloop. The key card lock doesn't respond very well to your ID. Okay. Interesting. So if I check my items, I've got a handful of stuff, but only the brick. Yeah, just the brick. Okay. Oh, umbrella. Of course.
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh?
About that.
You want my umbrella?
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
We're conducting a break and enter.
Oh, you live here and lost your key card, huh? I totally understand. I do that all the time. But look, as much as I'd love to give you this umbrella, I'm kinda using it right now. Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
What if I gave you a
Gym
gun?
Culture?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it, I'm gonna hold on to it. Don't want to get wet.
Spoiled milk.
I'm trying to cut out dairy, honest.
Alright. Headphones.
These are pretty cool, but I'm not big into music. I like video games more. There's no mic on this headset.
Damn. Alright, ID's almost certainly not going to do it. A gun.
Whoa! Calm down! Calm down! I'll give you the umbrella!
What?
What? We weren't going to shoot you.
Oh. Then you can't have it.
Shit. I thought I'd fluffed it. Alright, I don't want to give a brochure for the human revolution.
Hey, is this real? The real Yannick Fairlight?
Oh. Fanboy.
know
Awesome.
him?
Alright.
Of course I do! He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella. Yours to keep if you want.
I think it's a fair trade.
Okay.
Thanks! Here you go.
That was the closest thing to an
This is
adventure
so
game puzzle we've had
exciting.
yet.
I'm gonna go call him right now!
Oh no. Oh no.
Call him. Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, well, thanks
Oh,
a
well,
lot, game.
now we have our tool, and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go.
Let's save again. Brella, Ella, A. Oh, another stretch. Woo! Just a little bit more, make it to 8:30. I reckon that's the play. Oh, 8:30 seems not too bad. Another 23 minutes. Oh Jesus. Nope, look, I took a lot of time off today. I think an hour and a half of video game is not an unreasonable ask to make up for that. To lessen my guilt. Alright, umbrella.
Excellent work.
Bam. Kerchunk. Alright, let's break and enter. Oh, window. No. No! Shit. Alright. Climb up. Oh. Yep, cool. Alright. Yeah, there's an open window right there. I can go up again? No? It's just all windows? Okay. This window is unlocked and open. Yeah, what the fuck am I doing?
This window is unlocked. Let's go in.
Good God. Ugh, what's that smell, Tearing?
I'm not sure.
Corpse?
My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down.
Is it Hassie?
It's unfamiliar to me.
Hassie! Room control panel. TV. Yep, alright, let's do it.
That's better.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look around.
Old food. An old greasy bag of to and fro, a fast food chain in the state is famous for. Flies are circling like vultures. Vultures circling like flies.
Why would Mr. Otsuka's ROM just dump food like this into a pile? It must be malfunctioning.
Oh, I see. So the ROM did it.
That's clearly been there for a while.
Alright, well, let's not look at the corpse over there just yet. Let's go all the way through the room. Speakers, go! Antique WUB speakers. They use actual wires to connect the receiver. Incredible. You'd think a guy like Shotaro would be more tech-forward. Well, it depends. Could be, you know, into the older shit. Be careful. If you accidentally disconnect them, you'll never be able to get those things working again. Okay. Amp. A vintage Yorks amp. It has a connector for plugging in old phones. It plays music from discs. Whoever thought physical media was a good idea? And that's like the... it's like the fucking thesis of this sort of work, right? Like, let's just bin physical media, which is to say the flesh. No, I think all the augmentation stuff and the hybrid stuff is cool. But the hybrid stuff especially, because that destabilizes the idea of the human without saying that flesh has to be discarded. It's talking about changing who we are as opposed to, you know... And even the augment stuff is, you know, within the context of this narrative, I'm not against it. A collection of books about writing. On Writing Good. The Neo Chicago Style Guide. The Reporter's Tablet. Grokking. Okay, yep, we're good. We're good. Christmas tree. This Christmas tree might be small, but it has a lot of spirit. Shotaro's ROM. Shotaro's ROM. It called itself LJ2, right? Yeah, let's have a chat. The ROM just sits there. It appears to be powered down, but we talk to it. There's no response at all. Okay. There's the TV. A fancy newsfeed made of multiple streams on the mesh idly plays on the TV, muted.
Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us.
Oh.
I feel like I could scream without him knowing. Hi! Mr. Otsuka!
Okay.
Nothing.
Hello, guest. Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
We just checked,
I'm
and
surprised
he seems busy.
the ROM hasn't called the cops.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
How long has your owner been ill? Is your owner still making blog updates? When was your last diagnostic check? Start from the top.
Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when. He rarely has visitors or goes on outings, so this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him. In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while. Several days, in fact. Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
This is interesting. What if Shotaro is being used, like maybe his brain is being farmed as the device that somehow edits people's articles or something, and that's why he's permanently plugged in. I don't know why that would be the case.
He is.
But it's creepy enough.
Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity. If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
When was your last
I
diagnostic
run regular
check?
self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software.
Well, I mean, what if the self-checker is fucked?
I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could mention it to Shotaro. He is skilled at maintenance.
I'll give it a go. No, that's
Very
alright.
well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
Oh, a desk. What a blocky desk. There aren't any drawers or shelves. Alright, can I interact with the desk? Don't mess with Shotaro's things just because he's currently distracted. Old greasy bag of... yeah, okay. Yep.
Oh no, we're too late.
How long has he been here?
It looks like he's been here for a couple of days, maybe a little longer.
Yeah, the smell would have been worse.
That means
I
whoever
assume.
did this did it before we even found out about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery.
Whew.
I don't want to make any assumptions, but
But
I
too
can't
late.
help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us. We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it.
Wait, he was murdered long before we even started this case. Why are you thinking that someone is following us because of this?
You interrogate his ROM. Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
Yeah. Alright. Let's chat again.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
A Crafty Devious pointing out that this is full fucking Crichton. Yeah, this is Crichton as hell. It's so good. It reminds me of that Doctor Who episode where the journos plug their brains into broadcast systems and it's super evil, but his brain implants are still being used. That's... yeah, I mean, he's still publishing articles, right? Although people are already editing the articles, so outright replacing them wouldn't be too difficult, you would assume. Is under the weather code for dead? Could be, Placeable.
That's
Could
okay.
be.
We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll take a Hassie. Shotaro is dead, LJ2.
It shut itself down again. Let's see if we can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it.
TV? You can't find any way to work the TV. The flat screen is bare, embedded in the wall. Okay. It may be a pocket tree, but don't pickpocket it now. We can't touch that. It doesn't respond to your touch, and there's no power switch. Okay.
We shouldn't disturb him.
He's pretty dead, but he's not going to notice. Room control panel.
Hey!
Alright.
That's better.
Okay. Talk to? There's no one to buzz in. Also, that would be weird. Okay. Very well. Use books. You leaf through a book about creating compelling articles. You fiddle with the dial. Toggle some switches. Ooh! Who even knows what treble even is? Okay, so I don't know what else to select. Touch desk? It's touch sensitive. This entire desk must be yeah, okay. Mr. Otsuka's computer. Alright, cool. Interact.
I'll start downloading these files. I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer.
Otsuka, okay.
I didn't find anything particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later.
Alright.
If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy, too. They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business.
Like, I get that they're in danger, I just don't get what the... Yeah. Let's leave. Well, at least this game has picked up. Somewhat. Map.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco.
The fuck?
That close enough?
This writing.
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
Oh.
What? Charlie is...
The autocab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay.
Huh.
It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of Neo-SF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this.
How did he come to the conclusion that we had read his mind, run off, and seen that somebody was dead? Like, that is a huge leap.
Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook. That's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Wow.
Oh no! No! Why is this happening?
Murdered everywhere.
There was no one in that car. No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing. That wasn't even an auto cab. It's a manual.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. That's it. This is too much. I've had enough. I don't care who's controlling the news anymore.
Well, yeah, I don't know why we cared in the first place.
Everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands. We're not investigating this lead any further. As of right now.
It's going to be super weird if we just suddenly ditch this and then it shows to be related later, or never shows to be related. What a weird choice. It's not our fault, Turing. Okay, if that's what you want, so that's it. You're just going to give up just like that. I'm going to go with the top one.
Logically, I know that. We haven't set out to harm anyone. But someone is using us as a stalking horse, hiding behind our investigation to clean up whatever this is.
How? What makes you think that? The other person had been dead for days.
If they want to keep taking out people involved in this, they're going to have to dig them up without our help. We don't have any other leads anyway.
This is a
Thank you for
real
sticking
tenuous,
with me, though.
real tenuous link here.
We have more pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
And then we just ditch it? We just ditch that plot line? Okay. Well, all that stuff about VR, I thought that moment there where Turing freaked out was going to be a moment in which we were no longer in the VR novel that we were in. Like, I thought that's what was going to happen, that Turing changed character enough that we, you know, got kicked out of the strange mystery that we'd been hauled into. That is weird. That was all just so weird. So tangential.
Well, we should go to Melody's home and at least meet her.
No, we're going to save and not play this anymore tonight. That's what's happening. Alright, so save under Melody. Yeah. yeah, just out and out killed so many people. The body count is rising swiftly, which is very interesting, but that drama is wasted because it just doesn't feel connected. And also, we've just ditched it. We're like, well, screw it. They're probably using us to help find people to kill, so let's not give them a hand. Let's not try to help. Let's not try to get ahead of them. Let's look at the other shit that we probably should have been looking at in the first place. What the fuck? Crafty Devious, I bet this plotline would have been more logical as the second choice. Yeah, it could be. Maybe that was their problem, is presenting choice between these two paths. Knowing that I would have to choose both of them, yeah, they should have written them in a more robust way if that is the case. Because they should definitely be able to stand alone better than that thing did. Or it stood two alone, I should say. It wasn't woven in convincingly at all. And the puzzles were weird, and I was rapping at one point. Wow, that's some real shark jumping shit right there. Okay, well, we are done. We are absolutely done for the night, because that's about as much as I'm willing to do. Yeah, well, I wasn't as talkative as I could have been, but it was a lot of info dump stuff, and there was a little bit of stuff there with embodiment. And the whole VR thing, right? Like, that's... Again, this game provides a trope pretty handily. The Neuromancer Matrix, you know, very cyberpunk. The idea of plugging in / you know, getting one reality replaced by another because of implants in your brain. It's not new, and so me debating against this game on the grounds that it is using that is preposterous. I could unpack it, but I feel like I probably already have. It might not feel like I have because I like to talk about this stuff constantly, but yeah. Plus, I don't think it's the focus of the whole game. I think they just brought up VR because it's interesting. It feels like one of the many tech... you know, one of the ancillary issues they used to weave together their world, and so they thus wove the plot through it, clumsily at times, but yeah, I don't know that it's essential, given that the core of the plot I would have thought was Turing. And I mean, it probably still is. I mean, maybe it ties into the VR thing somehow. I like the hybrid thing because at least that had to do with social issues. The VR thing, I don't know. I don't have a handle on it yet. But yeah, just straight up corpses, which I have to say was pretty cool. Alright guys, that was fun, to a degree, and hopefully next week, if I'm back next week, I think so. I'm trying to remember, because I'm going away soon. What's next Monday? Anyway, look, I will post about whether I am live in a week or not, but regardless, I'll see you guys at some point. Good stuff, GG, and good night.